Hello and welcome to day 214 of Dungeon 23, the series where we make a room of a mega dungeon every day for a year. In today's episode, we are making a room, and there is going to be an elephant in it. And nobody is going to address the elephant in the room because they'll be severely punished for it. And that is the joke of the puzzle here. It's not even really a puzzle, it's more like a hazard. Now, there is this elephant in this room, just off the exit, or rather entrance to this floor here. And it's a normal elephant, stat-wise, 12 AC. It normally has like 75 HP, but I give it 80 because I like round numbers. And it's, of course, called the elephant in the room. And here's its special info. This elephant has been modified by the wizard with magic. It is basically a totally normal elephant with the exception of it doesn't really attack unless it's directly attacked first. And it still doesn't really want to. It would rather try to flee even though it can't really move anywhere because the doorways are too small. And also, it's safe to assume that the wizard enchanted it so that it doesn't need to eat or drink or basically do anything that would make it not be able to survive in this 25 by 25 room. And if you're thinking, well, if it doesn't attack the party and doesn't really need anything, then what's the point of it? Well, if a creature attempts to reference, talk about, interact with, attack, move, make checks against, or knowledge checks on, basically any attempt to address the elephant in the room will cause the creature to make a DC 16 intelligence save. And if they fail, they take 3d6 psychic damage, or half as much on a successful save. And it's not just a one-time thing, it's every instance of it happening. Within a round, or rather a turn. So if someone says, hey look, an elephant, and then attacks it, because it's all in the same turn, then it's only one save, but if you repeatedly do it over multiple times, then it's gonna happen multiple times. So yeah, 3d6 on a fail and half on a pass. And this characteristic continues to persist even if the elephant is dead. Like, the elephant doesn't actively choose for this to happen. In fact, because elephants are pretty smart animals, but they're not like super smart. So it probably doesn't even realize what's happening. All it knows is like some adventurers walk in, they look at it, try talking, and then start bleeding out the eyes because they're having migraines because they're getting psychic damage. And I originally had two separate ideas for how to do this. The first one was that the elephant was just invisible and basically intangible to everyone except for one of the party members who basically they'd all have to make a save. And the one who got the lowest would be able to see it, and everyone else would be invisible to. Or maybe inverse, where whoever got the highest was able to see it, but everyone else wasn't. And the other one was basically how it works now, where it's a thing that you can't address or talk about or interact with. But it was a holy fent, which is that weird celestial thing added in. I think it was a set into Avernus. It had to have been because it's really thematic there. Basically a small, I think it's small, this little floating elephant celestial creature that could like do some pretty good damage. It could do healing spells, banishment spells, basically like a side grade to the unicorn. I think it was like CR5. And the idea was I would follow the party around until it is like talked about or referenced, in which case they'll just teleport away and it's gone forever. But that seemed a bit unfair because it's either something that's really, really good, in which case they just don't even realize they don't talk about it and then just steamrolls everything, or it goes away immediately, in which case it seems like a total waste. So I think this is a great middle ground. And yeah, that is basically it. Just an elephant in the room that no one's allowed to talk about. And to avoid people talking about it, do not subscribe to this channel. Do not like this video. Do not comment things in the comment section down below talking about the elephant. And whatever you do, do not tell anybody else about this video or something like that. I don't know. The bit's not very funny. So yeah, thanks for watching and or listening. I apologize for the poor quality. It's not gonna get any better.